I'm tapping into my inner lumberjack. You're not winning these games. Dude, you're a natural. You could have been a Viking.
So you used to be a frontman for Capital Kings. How did you get into that? Welcome back to another episode of Rome Social. I am Christian Wilson. Today we are here with Dylan Housewright and we are going axe throwing. Come on, baby!
Okay, so since you guys have not thrown axes before, I'll give you guys a little rundown. Easiest way to do it is gonna be one hand at the very bottom of the axe with the other hand directly on top of it. Just make sure you do not interlace your fingers, because when you go to throw, your hands will not come apart and you can hurt your hands that way. The white line right here is used as a guide. Typically for the biggest axe like this one, try to land your step right behind the white line, and that works out for most people. Got it. So I'll throw in real quick for you guys so you can see. Straight back over your head, big step. Okay, so after you take it out of the wood, there's a bunch of things back here that you guys could throw. There's from shovel heads to big axes to small axes. I recommend starting with the biggest size axe, but this is the next size down. For this one, start right in front of the white line, step, and then pull straight down. The next size down is this smallest one right here. This one is the only one you want to flick your wrist for. So you want to step over the white line and then flick right at the very end. And then the last one, my personal favorite, is going to be the shovel head. With this one, it's very important that you go straight back and straight back down, just because it is so thin and so light that you got to hit it dead on. And then release out in front.
That one's sweet.
This one does go in a little further, so you might need a little bit more strength to get it out, but you got it.
That one seems like it would ricochet more than any of the others.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
that one does sometimes bounce back because it doesn't have a long handle. But don't worry, you guys will be fine. Okay, so we do have a game card back here. It is the small one on the table, front and back with 3 total games. It goes along with the target system on the boards. So blue is 1 point, red is 3 points, black is 5 points, and the 2 green dots on the boards are both 7 points.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Quick question. What is the boneyard?
So the boneyard is when you break an axe, we hang it up over there and you guys sign it.
What's the likelihood that we break an axe?
Pretty slim to none.
So it's like a wall of honor.
Yeah, that's been up there since we opened.
Okay.
And you can see we only have that many.
It's been a while.
I'm not gonna try to break it, but
It's like when you eat the giant pizzas, you get framed.
Yeah, or like the wing competitions.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool.
Which one do you want to start with?
I'm gonna say blackjack, 21.
You're going down, dude. You're getting demolished.
Have some awareness, dude. I'm rocking a flannel, a beanie, and a beard. I'm tapping into my inner lumberjack. You're not winning these games. All right. I'm gonna go with, this looks like the starter. Just how he taught us, man.
Good guy. Are we both allowed to be holding axes at the same time?
Yes, you are.
Okay, perfect.
That's a
Just
great,
making sure.
that's a great question. I did not even think of that. Be my guest. Go first.
Oh gosh, okay. Oh, it's out.
Dude, it kind
I'm close.
It kind of stuck for like a hot second. All right, baby, here we go. First throw.
Oh, solid throw though.
Terrible aim, but it stuck.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
Like this? No, I was never really an outdoorsy kind of kid growing up. My dad would take us fishing. I wouldn't fish. I would just kind of run around, and like one time my dad, he wanted me to cut him some bait. And I don't know how this happened. I swear I looked at the knife perfectly before I went to cut the fish, but I'm like cutting the fish, but the fish isn't actually cutting. Nothing's happening.
Trying to clean it?
And I'm like, Dad, it's not cutting. And he's like, dude, look at your finger. I was cutting my finger on the knife. I had it backwards, dude. So I was like, yeah, I'm not cut out for the outdoors. I'm not Bear Grylls.
So
I'd never survive.
This is a step outside of your comfort zone.
I feel like it's kind of like baseball. Like you got to find the release point.
You've played baseball, I haven't.
I did play baseball. I was pretty good at it. I broke the wood.
I like it.
All right, straightforward. What is that? How many is that?
Wait, did you actually hit that?
Oh, I hit this. It's not bullseye, it's red.
That's 5.
That's 5?
That's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Dylan, so you used to be a frontman for Capital Kings. How did you get into that?
To keep a long story short, actually, let me throw. Okay, I need concentration.
Ooh!
That's points.
That's 1. I got 3 though, not 5. Bullseye's 5.
Dude, one step closer to victory. So to try and keep a long story short, I actually met Cole from Capital Kings at a ugly Christmas winter party. Was pretty great, right?
What were you wearing?
Dude, I had bought this like Goodwill like old green sweatshirt, but it was like a sweater vest basically, you know, like yeah. And
Gotta
so
show up those biceps.
exactly, dude. And so, but then I got like mini ornaments and just pinned them all over it.
So
yeah. And so, anyways, but I met Cole there, and there was a tour booked with Toby Mac on the Hit Steep tour, and he didn't have a vocalist to go on that tour. And I was like, hey, listen, man, I'm with Royal Taylor, but you know, if you don't find anyone, I would love to help out and fill in. And so Cole's like, yeah, man, let's do this tour, give it a shot, see how it goes. And I did that tour with him in that February, and yeah, just was with Capital Kings ever since then.
And I know you've transitioned now into solo work as Dylan House.
Yes, yeah.
How's that going, and how was that transition for you?
So it's been an interesting transition, honestly. So I parted ways with Capital Kings, I want to say 2.5, almost 3 years ago now. And simply because, you know, my wife and I, your sister, for those who don't know, we found out that we were pregnant with our son Milo. And so we were on the road so much that I was gonna miss a lot of time. And so I just felt that God was calling me to a season of just being a father. And so, you know, I parted ways with Capital Kings, and Cole was very gracious and understanding about it and supportive. And I'm grateful to him for allowing me to be a part of what his ministry was. And then really, I only started doing my own music again, the Dylan House stuff, really just within this year of 2020.
Got it.
So,
okay. little quarantine project.
Yeah,
you got
exactly.
going on.
Yeah, and it's going as well as it can. You know, I'm just excited to see where this goes. You know, at this point. Okay.
There's one. There's one.
Okay, that's
There's
a point.
one. Here we go.
I always get nervous when it goes low.
I know. You hope it doesn't ricochet back at you. All right, so with the one-handed, I'm a right here.
So you'll step with your left foot.
So I'm starting here, turning in this way.
Now you'll start straight at the board, straight up, and then straight back down.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Dude.
Just like that.
I hate to tell you, the majority of the axe is in the one.
I know.
Here, let me try that.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I am not good at this. Woo!
Yeah, it's a weird feeling.
It really is.
I know you've been really open about one of the struggles with touring has been the effect on your mental health, and I know that you've been really open about your struggles with anxiety and OCD. How did traveling affect that? What are things that you've done to help overcome that, knowing that traveling and music is such an important part of your life?
It took a lot of practice of how to combat those moments, I would say. And especially now it helps with my wife Kaylee being a mental health therapist. She's given me some certain tools to kind of, in those moments, kind of center myself. As far as like the grounding techniques, where it's like 5 things you can smell, 5 things you can see, 5 things you can touch, and it kind of helps you bring you back down to reality. Be like, okay, I'm here, I'm good. And then there's kind of a spiritual side to it, right? But I feel like for me, it's kind of been one of those things that I could have 2 perspectives. I could look at it as a curse, something that's extremely debilitating on my life. Or I can look at it as, and it sounds kind of cliche, but like a blessing in disguise, because it's something like, for me, that has always kept me in a place in need of a savior, if that makes sense. Like in a place where I'm constantly praying, where I'm like having more like vertical conversation. You know, in James 1, it talks about, you know, count it as joy when you face trials of many kinds, because that produces perseverance, and let perseverance be made perfect in you so that you lack nothing. And so just trying to have that perspective of changing it, of like, how do I profit from my trial? Not like in money value, but like, how do I take these moments and make myself better? But then also taking a practical route of, you know, I've seen therapists, done some talk therapy, things like that has also really helped, because it's not like it's like voodoo or magic or whatever. Like it's really just kind of a conversation with those people that, you know, for a lot of what ails me can a lot of times be traced back to like trauma when I was like 3 or 4 things. Like, so growing up, my mom had breast cancer, and I was really little, like 3. And so, but I have memories of her going through those treatments and things that is triggering for me. So my biggest stressor is my physical health and the health of people around me. So I'll get really anxious if I feel something's off with my body that's not normal, I haven't felt, or someone else that I love, like there's something going on with them, I'll start to overthink and it becomes like a obsessive compulsive thing. You know, being able to talk to someone to help me work through that past trauma to understand why I have certain thought patterns, that's also in a practical sense been super helpful for me as well. So I don't look at even doing therapy as me trying to get rid of it, but manage it and understand it.
That's good.
Because I don't think it's something that should be taken away from me. It sucks, but I feel like it's something that it helps my faith. So why would I pray it away?
No, absolutely.
I know that was a really long answer to your question.
That was great.
Went a little long with that. We just totally stopped playing the game.
Let's get some throws in real quick and we'll head right back into it.
Let's do it.
That was awesome.
Just like that.
Dude, you're kidding. Wow. Come on, dude.
Almost like playing
That's
darts.
another 5.
I'm not feeling too good about winning right now. I'm gonna be really honest. You remember when the Patriots came back on the Falcons in the Super Bowl?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's what's about to happen right now. It's halftime, and this is where I come back and I do it. All right, here we go. This is the one, gentlemen. Dude, I'm so bad.
I want you to get this one. I want you to keep going until you.
Yeah, there we go. I appreciate that, because otherwise I am fully doomed.
Okay.
There it is, baby.
Solid.
I know we're not counting it, but I feel good about it.
I'm going for the shovel. What's the deal with the shovel?
Straight up, straight down. Don't let your wrist go side to side. Almost like a baseball.
Okay.
You're kidding.
Just like that.
Wow.
You're at 15?
That's 15.
Dude, you're a natural. You could have been a Viking.
Honestly, I'm
letting lumberjacks down all across wherever lumberjacks are. What, Canada?
Viking blood runs strong in my family.
I gotta try everything you throw. I'm just gonna throw after you to further embarrass myself to show how it's not supposed to be done.
Oh, that was in and out.
I'm gonna get this dude at some point.
Oh, that was a missile.
Won't count it.
That was a
But it felt
missile.
Good. Now I'm starting to figure it out. Okay, so now I feel good about whenever I come up next. If you hit the green one, I might as well just quit, right?
What do we? Well, no, because then I'll go over and I'll reset to 11.
Okay, yeah, fantastic.
Oh.
Dude, for a hot second, I thought maybe.
Got it.
I guess it's a bonus that neither of us have broken one of these yet. If anyone's gonna break it, it's gonna be me, clearly. Here comes the 5-er, dude.
Get it again, get it again.
All right.
You rushed those last ones. Try to just take your time and think about what you're doing.
I think it's just time for me to admit that I'm not very good at throwing axes, and that's okay. Here we go. This time for real.
Gotta change your elevation.
I gotta change something, clearly. That one was by far the worst. Can we just like agree that I'm just doing this on purpose for comedy reasons?
Oh, of course. Okay.
It's points.
Is that blue?
Yeah, give me the 1 point, dude. I need it.
Here.
It's a pity point, but at this point, I'll take the pity.
I'm gonna go for the shovel again.
Dude, perfect trajectory. I gotta stick with the big ones.
Yeah, go ahead. So you have a history of speaking out against your own mental health struggles and spiritual struggles. What is one piece of advice you can, Hold on. Besides teaching you to throw better.
Dude, you're too kind.
Look at that.
Come on.
It's a game now.
It's a game. Sorry, what were you asking? My bad.
What advice would you give to somebody who does struggle with anxiety or obsessive compulsive disorder? Real basic steps that they can take in order to help themselves either start to heal from their anxiety or things that they can pray, conversations they can have? What would you recommend?
In a practical sense, practical answer, I'll get to the spiritual side of it in a minute, but I'd say practically, I would say it's pretty important. I think everyone could benefit from some type of therapy, just with talk therapy, things like that. I think that's important. I know it's been beneficial for me, just having that person that's like they're trained for that. You're just talking through things with them. They're maybe helping you identify certain things from your past, whatever that correlates to how you respond to something in the now. And so I think it's okay, to have your faith and to be strong in that, and to have a counselor and a therapist that can also help guide you through that healing process or whatever it is that you're seeking. And so I think in a practical sense, it's important to, destigmatize what that means to have a therapist, right? You don't have to be crazy in the head or sick or whatever to have a therapist. Like, it could even just be for maintenance, you know what I mean? Simple stuff. So I would encourage people that, therapy is important, and I think it's very beneficial. It's an important part of what you should have in your community to help support you. And on the spiritual side, if you were like me and you started trying to pray it away, maybe just try to shift your perspective a little bit and seeing it as, how can I do what James 1 talks about? And how can I just count it as joy? And how can I profit from my trial in myself and in my character, in my endurance and my perseverance and my faith? And I think that's the best way to approach it, is to see it as profiting from your trial rather than being defeated and just debilitated. And naturally, like, it still can and will be probably debilitating at times, but it's an opportunity to build your faith. And I think that's what I would want to kind of leave everybody with.
I think we should get ready to start wrapping
Let's
this
see
up.
who wins
Let's see
this,
who
dude.
wins this game right here.
Greatest comeback you've ever seen since Tom Brady versus the Falcons?
All right, we'll see. Go ahead. Try your luck.
Dude, here we go. All right, but I'm going to the baseball stance now, so you're in trouble.
Yeah, let me move over to the side.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all you had to do was change up your stance. That's a 3.
All you need is another 3 to win it. Clutch it up. Right down the middle, right down the pipe. I got to hit a bunch of 5s, though, if I'm going to stand any chance. That's a 1.
That's a 1.
Now if you hit a 3, that's a break.
I know, I might have just messed myself up.
It's the worst thing that could happen. Now you gotta get 2 1s without hitting other ones.
Here we go, dude. Here comes 2 5s in a row.
Okay.
That's a 5, baby.
Hold it.
Don't break. You're lucky because you would have broke.
I would have broke. Missile.
Come on, baby.
I'm starting to sweat, man.
Oh, dude. All I need is a 3. That's a break. All I gotta hit is this red, and I win this. The ultimate comeback.
I'm so mad.
Sticking with the shovel the whole time. I'm hitting this 3, and I'm taking home the trophy. Greatest comeback you've ever seen since Tom Brady versus the Falcons?
All right, we'll see. Go ahead.
I'm hitting this 3, and I'm taking home the trophy. 3, baby.
Take a 3. I'll take a 3.
This is for the World Series, which the Dodgers won, and I'm very happy about it.
I know you are.
There it is, baby! Come on.
Greatest comeback in axe throwing history. Go ahead, mark it up.
Hey! 21, baby! Come on.
Good job. Dylan, it was an honor axe throwing with you today. We will make sure that we link to his social media down below. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you all next time.